Alright. Oh.
Hey, come dance with me! Come dance with me! Come on! Can you come dance too? Exhale. That's it. And again, 5, 6, 7, double touch. Side and side. Now walk up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now double here. That's it. You're doing fantastic. Back. A low diagonal. Side. Now heel. 1, 2, 3, and 2 hard. These are for you.
Side. I'm gonna kill myself. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. As you can tell, it says right up there, you are playing the Stanley Parable. I'm more than excited to play. This is a game that I've wanted to play for a while now, and now finally getting the time and the patience to sit down and play it. I'm pumped. How about you? Let's get started. Hold on. Let me wipe you off. Let me just wipe you off real quick. Don't you worry yourself. You'll look all sweet and innocent. There we go. Now you look all pretty. Oh, I like me a pretty viewer. You look gorgeous. You look gorgeous. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Your hair is perfect. Your makeup is gorgeous. It's wonderful. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wonderful. Well, I would assume
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
wonderful.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
I can
Orders
do
came
that.
to
That's
him
what I
through
do.
a monitor on his desk.
Awesome.
Telling him what buttons to push, how long
Okay.
to push them, and in what order. This is what
I wish I had that in my life.
427 did every day of every month of every year.
Wow, how
Although
long was he there?
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
That's
They
my
were
kind of
being
man.
made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Aww. Well, good for Stan.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something
found himself
that
in a
would
video
forever
game.
change Stanley.
Oh no, I
Something
love
he
this
would
voice
never
actor.
quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had
Interesting.
showed up to give him instructions, call
Ah.
a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
Okay.
years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was
Wow.
very clearly wrong.
Obviously.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Holy cow.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Well, it is now me. I may not have any feet, but whatever. Oh, jeez, I can move. Stanley can book it. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Who closed that door?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, that's what I shall do. Now, isn't it peculiar that usually I listen to a voice in my
No
head
matter
talk,
how hard
but
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
no, I cannot. There's a nice mug, though. What does that say? I hate Mondays. What a surprise. Number 423, I remember him. Just like oh, I can squat. Fantastic. Look at this range of motion. Those are almost like the squats we were doing a couple minutes ago. What's this mug say? Who farted? All right, to the meeting room we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gee, calm down. A file. Okay. Interesting. What's this one say? I hate Mondays. Wow, there's other. This company must provide us the mugs. Interesting. Peculiar. Yes.
When Stanley came to a set of
Stop
two
closing
open
my doors.
He entered the door on his left.
What if I don't want to enter the door on my left, eh? God? I'll go this way. Closing my doors. Jeez. 413. Hello? Nothing in there but the poltergeist. What time is it? Oh, the clocks actually work. That's fantastic. It's 11:26. Oh. Can I get a 27? 11:27. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm right on time. Hello, I'm here for the meeting you didn't call me for.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Darn.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, sure, let's do that. But first, I need to figure out what I've missed. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Interesting. Yes, important words. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the head. Hey! The mess? Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh, thank you, sir. What's over here? Synchronized cover. Number of slides on this slide. I like it. Broom closet. Hello, I've heard that there was someone in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I will not. I want some duct tape, please. What is this?
There was nothing here. No choice to make.
Shut
no
up.
path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
I can
No
adventure.
reason to still be here.
Yes, there is. I need some of this radiation mess. Alright, whatever.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Shut
He
up. I'm
wasn't
out of
even
the
doing
broom
anything.
closet, dang
At
it.
least if there was something to interact with, he'd be coming to a staircase.
Shut
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I want to go downstairs? No, that one's locked. Ooh. Secrets. There's a red light. Out of all my years of... What is this? It's a note. Can I have the note? I can't read it. Fire hose, okay. What's in here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Oh,
and
my
in such a
goodness.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Yes.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Exactly what
None of
happened.
it made any logical sense.
No, not
And
at
as
all.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I
The
already
doors
made that
closed
observation.
automatically behind him wherever he went.
Yes, I've said
And
that
for
too.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm dead.
I'm dreaming, he yelled.
that
This is
wasn't
all
right.
a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He
just
wasn't
fell
going to
asleep at
lose his
work.
job. He wasn't crazy after
Oh, I
all.
would lose my job because I fell
He thought
asleep
to
at work.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah, might as
So,
well.
he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above.
Oh, jeez.
Then he imagined
what?
himself soaring through space on a magical star field.
Don't you put
And
me
it
in
too
space.
appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley
What
marveled
the
that
mess
he had
is
still
going
not
on?
woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
I don't
And
fucking
then
know.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Coffee nut.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
Yes.
He found it particularly strange.
Very
I'm
particular.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Yes.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if
Yes.
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
What?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
What if I go the other way?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
I love
he knew
mountains.
for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment
course.
ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Of
This
course.
voice was a part of himself too, surely.
Yes.
Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove
could
that
just
he
what?
was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Take me.
Let me wake up, he thought to
Let
himself.
me wake up.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yep.
Let me go back to my job.
Yes.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yep.
Please. It's all I want.
Yes, please.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Yes, I am.
Everything will be fine.
Ah, yes.
I am okay.
I am okay.
Stanley began
Oh,
screaming.
jeez.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What the flip is going on?
Black.
What did excuse me?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She
What?
arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Who was
But
that?
on this particular day,
Is that
her
me?
walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in
Yeah.
that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she
What, a
remembered
dead
the
guy?
meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Didn't even call the police. Didn't even call the ambulance. Thanks. Appreciate it. Jeez. People these days, man. Am I right? So am I Stanley again, or am I the girl? And it's still 11:26. 4:27. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Wait,
mean?
did I...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So I'm replaying the story again. Alright. Not a problem.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, going on the right one.
This was
Screw
not the
you.
correct way to the meeting room,
Doesn't
and
matter.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Haha.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
That's
to
exactly-
admire it.
Yep, gonna get me a cup of coffee.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate,
Can I get a
beautifully
drink?
constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Delicious. And can I have me a cool...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yes.
Room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers
Oh,
have
time does
mysteriously
change.
vanished,
Fantastic.
here you sit looking at these chairs and some
Oh,
paintings.
another letter.
Really worth it.
What does this one say? Journal of a... Can I not pick these up?
At this
And
point,
what-
Stanley's
Jeez.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy. and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Shut up.
It's possible that this... But at last,
I'm leaving.
he'd had enough of the amazing room and took
Yes,
the
thank
first
you.
open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope, screw you, Sam.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Shush. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Ha! I'm squatting. Alright, what the crap am I doing? Hello! Hello! Penalty for misuse of... Can I jump?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm going to leave that episode here. Thank you so much for watching the Stanley Parable with me. It's a really, really cool game. I like it. There's definitely going to be more episodes. I'm actually probably going to play it right now. So stay tuned for later episodes. And if you haven't heard it already today, I love you. So good night, sweet dreams, and have a fan-fabulous-tastic day. Ta-ta now.